not merely seeing reality, it is touching the truth.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Chronic Gamer. My name is Matt, and this is my final thoughts and redirect for episode 42, 43, and 44, I think. Netflix numbers them differently, so I gotta double check. I think it was 42, 43, and 44. So, these are the best episodes so far, especially the last two, which is what I'm going to focus on. I really, really like the episode where Kenshin mastered the Hiten Mitsurugi style and learned the final technique, the whatever the fuck they called it. They have so many Japanese names for every single technique that I'm just never gonna ever remember this. I'd have to watch this series multiple times in order to be able to remember these. But so anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. Kenshin mastered that final move, and in doing so, he gave himself the will to live, which he thought at that moment his master was going to kill him, and he had to beat him by using the technique faster than him as like the final attack for the technique to see if he was worthy of it. And he did what he had to do, even though he uses a reverse blade sword, and he got that strength that he needed without feeling so much like he broke his vow to never kill again. And I think it was his master's way of making him stronger and making him more worthy of being able to have this final technique that he was passing down to him. I thought at the end of the episode that he really did die, but it turns out he didn't die, which is pretty cool. He still doesn't agree with Kenshin and his ideals. He thinks Kenshin's pretty selfish, and I can see his points, honestly. But nonetheless, he wants Kenshin to be happy, which was really cool. And now he's ready to take on Shishio and follow his own path rather than just the path laid out for him, which is badass. Even if it's not exactly the normal relationship between a teacher or a master and a student, it was still pretty cool, and I liked it a lot. Shishio, though, this dude is pretty crazy. Like, we've seen a lot of his type before in this series. There's been a lot of big groups that come in and commit crimes by killing or whatever the hell it is they're doing. And Kenshin and Sanosuke and all them, they come in and they have a little arc, and then they get rid of them and somebody survives or whatever the hell happens. You know what I mean. The first part of this series was like more self-contained mini arcs to get to know the world and the characters, and now we have the big villain. It's interesting because it follows the same formula. It's another group led by a person with his own particular ideals and his own past and his own reasons for doing things. But they threaten Kenshin's in a huge way and everything that Kenshin did. So I really like this aspect of them building upon it, not just making it very short and without meaning. They gave actual substance to these characters. And I can see now, after watching this arc, why this is such a beloved show to so many that are probably watching this video. I'm really enjoying this, and now Shishio's all ready to attack Kyoto tomorrow or today or whenever the hell the day this just ended, and he's gonna burn it down because that's what I think that he said. I think in the story he was saying that the part of the government, the old government, made his group burn down Tokyo or something. I forget exactly what it was, what they mentioned, but something happened back along those lines, and he's reusing the attack against Kyoto, who was the initiator of that attack, I believe, back then. And he feels that it's revenge for them burning him up. So I guess I can kind of see where he's coming from. The kid that's with him though has me concerned. He seems like he's definitely someone you got to keep your eye on. I think it's going to come down to Shishio and Kenshin fighting, and maybe Saito and the kid. I forget the kid's name, of course, but maybe it'll be something like that. I'm not sure, but I'm sure he's probably the second most badass in the group after Shishio himself. So this is going to be definitely quite a bit of a showdown, and I can't wait to see it. But we'll get there, and this is going to be fun. So let me know what you think in the comment section, and if you haven't already, like and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Chronic Gamer. Peace.